Hey everybody, it's Raymond Ray with MountainReporter.com coming to you from Crestline, where I got this super cool treat for you guys. Three Marm's Brewery is the topic of this video, and we're going to introduce you to the guys who make it possible. And your name is?
I'm Donnie.
And?
Andrew Devov.
All right.
How you doing, guys?
Hey,
So,
how are you?
first big question I know the community wants to know, what is a Marm? How did the name come to be?
So a Marm, we've got a team now that is basically 4 people. 3 of us were loggers, and a Marm is if you can imagine, is the part of a tree. So you've got the trunk. Sometimes 20 feet, 30 feet up off the trunk, it'll split into separate trunks. Forgive my French, that crotch right there is a Marm.
All right. And no, that's good. That's good. The same word in all the languages. You don't have to go French on that one. That's all good. So, Three Marm's Brewery. I understand you guys have a building you're working on, and you're fighting some pretty big battles with the county over on Knapp's Cutoff in what the community would know as the old library.
That's right. That's right.
What are some of the challenges that you're facing?
Well, you know, right now we're zoned for office, which so first it was a post office and then the library, and so now we are trying to get the county to get its head around the fact that a very small nano micro brewery wants to go in there, provide beer, local beer, the first local beer for our community, and provide jobs for the community. So, you know, I must say that the county is being, you know, they're being cool with us. They know that we've got a fight ahead of us, and it doesn't necessarily all have to be with the county, but it's, you know, there are hurdles, and we thought it was a 100-yard dash, and it's really kind of like turns into a 200-yard dash. The hurdles get higher, and then it's a 300-yard dash. You know how that is,
right?
Right?
Now we're on like a 5K run.
5K
Yeah,
run.
yeah. So it's become a 5K hurdle run.
All right. Well, that's a bummer to hear because we're all pretty much excited to be able to experience the brewery part of it. But your beers are, in fact, available around town.
Yes.
I understand you have something happening tomorrow, right?
We do have something happening, and first of all, let me say thank you to the community so much for your support. You guys have been absolutely wonderful, stopping me in stores, stopping Donnie, asking him, telling him, you know, we love the beer. And so tomorrow night we're going to be pouring at Jensen's. We poured last Friday night in the Jensen's in Blue Jay, and they're just because they saw the reaction and the support for the beer, they are actually going to make 5 pounds of ceviche, dudes.
Nice.
So to have with our beer, it pairs perfectly with all meats, with beef, poultry, fish. Tomorrow we're going to pair it with some ceviche, baby.
All right, ceviche. So let's talk about the flavors.
Yeah.
Tell me your 2 favorite, your 2 signature craft beers that you're going to that people can try out.
Absolutely, Ray. You know, that's a beautiful question, man. I thought I had that answer. I thought I could say, okay, the top one is definitely Gin's Hella Brew. This is our flagship brew. This is something I started with 5 years ago, and I started pouring it for charity, and so I also came up with another flavor called Mystic Mast Black Rum Stout. And that's all about pirates, man. That's a tribute to pirates. And so, but then in the meantime, I tasted Donnie's absolutely wonderful Cowboy IPA. And I got to tell all you beer nuts out there, I am not a hophead. That's not me. But I'll tell you what, I tried this IPA and I absolutely love it. So I said to myself, we're not going to do the Mystic Mast. We're gonna step back. That's a specialty after harvest, maybe a winter beer, and we're gonna go with the Cowboy. So keep an eye out for the Cowboy. Yeah, man.
Fantastic. Now, I heard you mention something about doing it for charity.
Yes.
And I understand you also got some scholarships going on for the youth on the mountain. Can you
Yes,
talk
sir.
to us about
Yes,
that? How'd
sir.
that get started and what's
Thank
the
you
deal?
for asking, Ray. I appreciate that. Yeah. So this year was our second cycle of giving out scholarships, and we gave 2 out this year. One to a young lady at RIM High School, and another to a young lady at Lake Arrowhead Christian. And so we encourage the community to encourage their youth to seek us out. We gave out 3 scholarships last year for $700, and this year a couple for $500. So we're sitting at about, if my math is correct me, Ray, $3,100.
I'm going to say yes. I have no idea.
We're on it.
Yeah. So we are, you know, we're so very proud of that, and the fact is that we are about community. We are about brewing beer that is all craft. I mean, we go down to writing the batch number on the cap for the bottle.
Nice.
We are that much involved. And we joke with each other. We say if we had to pay somebody to do what we do to prepare our beer, we'd be out of business. Our craft, for instance, what did we, 16 hours roasting habaneros for the first batch
Wow.
of Gin's Hellebrew. And then there was the zesting party where we got together and we did another 5 hours zesting by hand. What was it?
18 pounds of
18
limes.
pounds of limes. You haven't lived till you've done that, kids.
That sounds fantastic. So I want to ask another question. I see you're both wearing, it looks like dog tags with a lanyard kind of thing. What's going on with that?
Yes, sir. So we decided, you know, we did our research and we thought, well, do we go Kickstarter? Do we do Indiegogo? We wanted to raise some money to help us out, and other breweries. We have friends in breweries. We have Ryan Wicks down at Wicks Brewery. We have Ed Parker at Brew Rebellion. We have Jim Byers at Skyland, and we have Paul and Ken down at Inland Empire Brewing Company.
Nice.
And I got to tell you, man, these guys have been so supportive. That's the one thing about craft beer. It is a brotherhood, and we love to see each other succeed because we know that nobody lives by one kind of liquid bread alone.
That's right.
They like to test different stuff, so they go around. So we decided, you know what, we're going to do an in-house crowdfunding campaign. This is called the 333 Friends, 333 numbers. $333 gets you this tag plus a bunch of other swag, including your own hand-etched glass with your number on it that stays in-house at our tap room.
Oh, wow.
You come in every day. You come in and you do this, basically. Nice and easy. You give this to us. You hand this over.
And I'm sure that if anybody else has these kind of technical difficulties, you also
Yeah,
find young ladies
Oh,
who can help
absolutely,
them, right?
absolutely.
All right.
So you give us this, you present this to your beer tender. He'll hand you your glass with that number and hang it in place of the glass.
Oh, nice.
And just because we're not steal a glass Tuesday or Wednesday or any other day of the week, especially when it comes to a pricey hand-etched glass, we don't want that to disappear. We want it in the house for when you show up again. Your first pint is free for life. We don't renew every year, and there are other very cool pieces of swag. You get a tote bag, you get a handcrafted leather coaster. So it's as I say, we're all about the craft. And so if you care to go to 3marmbrewing.com and check out our 333, we appreciate the support. Without ever having poured a drop, I'll let you know, Ray. For 25 people, we have 25 people who have come to our support, come to our aid.
Wow.
And are just happy to see every single step that we take in the right direction. And the right direction is ultimately getting that tap room into 23555 Knapp's cutoff. And when they see this was a lot shinier. They just go gaga. So we're so proud of that, brother.
Right on.
Thank you for asking.
So you got brotherhood, you got community, you got scholarships, you got home craft beer. So much happening
Yes,
under
sir.
the name, under the flag of Three Marm
Brewing.
Brewery.
Yes, sir.
That's
Yes,
amazing. So tomorrow night at Jensen's is where you want to be. Go to the website. What was the website again?
Website is 3marmbrewing.com.
3Marm, M-E-R-M.
M-A-R-M, right. And spell
Brewing.
out 3. So 3marmbrewing.com.
I want to make sure they can find the website.
Yes,
And then
thank
to try out this special beer tomorrow with the ceviche, all you got to do is show up at Jensen's at what time?
5
From
p.m.
5 to 7.
5 to 7 p.m. at Jensen's in Blue
Yeah.
Jay. All the cool people, that's where you're going to be tomorrow
That's
night.
cool.
And gentlemen, we didn't get to say much to you.
Yeah, listen, man. I got to say before
Sure.
we go, Donnie tends to be quiet with words,
They're
but
the
he's
dangerous
very
ones.
loud with his beer. I got to tell you, this man can brew. He is a brewmaster, and I am so proud and happy to be to have him as part of the team.
All right.
Yeah,
Thank you, guys.
We've had a real good time with our beer and a real good time with all of our recipes. And people said, okay, what do you got on tap or what do you got in bottles? We've got a lot in bottles, and there's a lot coming soon. And we won't divulge a lot of the recipes till right before.
None
But
of
also Corks and Hops on Saturday.
Uh-oh.
You got to come because
Yeah.
we got 2 flavors.
Out in
One is the
Crestline.
Gin's Hellebrew, and that's 3 to 8 p.m. at Corks and Hops, and we'll be at the Arrowhead Credit Union check-in station. So
Right.
we ready to pour for the first time for our debut in Crestline.
That's
Okay.
right. We're going to be pouring the Trugger, kids. That's a compound word, tree hugger. Believe it or not, counterintuitive, but we call it lager. We need to cut some trees in the forest to healthify the forest. I'll tell you all about it. It'll be on the label.
All right, cool. So also, big, huge thing you want to remember, besides Jensen's tomorrow night, Corks and Hops on Saturday. Remember, there's going to be multiple pour stations all around town. It's beer, it's wine, it's music, it's artists and craft vendors, all kinds of cool stuff going from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Use a shuttle to get from station to station. And Kristen has something to say. Kristen,
3
what?
p.m. to 8 p.m.
3 p.m. to 8 p.m. What did I say?
5 p.m.
I said 5 p.m. Okay, well, it's a good thing you're here to keep me straight. Go to corksinhops.com. It's corks and then the letter N, like November. November. Hops.com to get your tickets. And if you check the Chamber of Commerce website, you'll see that we posted some seriously cool giveaways for you as far as tickets, tapestries, all kinds of stuff. And Kristen, who's behind the camera, is the one who's at the wheelhouse on that one. So, gentlemen, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Ray.
Really big thank you from the community for bringing one more local thing.
Sir. Yes, sir.
And if I can get you, now we have a branding thing going on with the town called Crestline Proud. So if we just say, if I can get you to say one thing, that we're with 3 Marm Brewery and we're Crestline Proud, that'd be great.
Cool. We are with 3 Marm Brewery and we're Crestline Proud.
That's right. And this is Ray from MountainReporter.com. We'll talk to you guys later.